I pushed the button.
When I...
Man, that is probably what everybody heard first, was you hollering at the screen. I don't even know about that. So
that's how we start every show, though.
Right. Ah!
Okay. So welcome everybody to this week's episode of FAE News Network, and glad to be back with you. I am your host, Fairy Princess Lolly, and I am here with all your other hosts, starting with Ion the Leprechaun and Count Morbid, who is, you know, grumpy as usual, and
More so.
Gunther Hammerhands the Troll, and DJ Trishy, the Music Box Fairy, and Famous Dana.
And that's the way we became the fairy bunch.
That is going to be stuck in my head. That is going to be stuck in my head. I don't even know how I feel about that. Like, I'm not going to get rid of that for the whole rest of the show. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button if you're out there watching from home, and give us the loves, please. We like that. I want to get that said before we jump into all of the things today. Not that there's like a huge, okay, there's actually kind of a lot to talk about today, but and it's exciting, but scary, and you know, the things. So hello, I see you out there, Miss Holly. Hi, diddly
Holly.
You know who else says that all the time? Ion the Leprechaun. Hi, diddly doo, neighbor.
I don't got like 5 computer windows to do that. That's all technologically Ion in there. Yeah, he's got it.
Okay, so I want to start with the bad news first.
Bad news.
Yeah, bad news first, also because it's actually pretty important bad news that probably everybody should know, which is, unfortunately, because the human realm where we are has decided that nobody can apply to change their reopening status, where the place where we were going to hold Fairyblossom is stuck in phase 2 of reopening until further notice. And we are not moving into phase 3 there. We can't even apply to move into phase 3. So alas, that means that Fairyblossom this year is in fact officially canceled. Well, we had said we were going to try for it one more time, and if we had to cancel this last time, that would in fact be the end. So I'm very sad. I don't know. I you know, this
to make a point.
It has brought out the good sides in many things,
yes,
and it has brought out the very, very bad sides in many things. So it's kind of a, you know,
what I would like to do is defer people to, like, after the show, click my DJ Trishy Facebook page, watch the video. It's a PSA.
Oh dear. Actually, if you tell
Got
me,
strong feelings, I take it.
What is it? It's facebook.com. What is your actual
DJ Trishy?
Okay, I'll just put it into the comments, actually. That way, if anybody wants to do that.
Just DJ Trishy on Facebook, and it's the YouTube link that's right there.
YouTube link that's where?
Right there on my page.
Oh, no, I'm putting it. I mean, I'm putting it in the comments.
No, yeah, I know.
So that people can find it. Mm-hmm. So good news, though. So now that sad news is out of the way, here is some good news that I'm very excited. Yeah, Count Morbid, you might want to put your earplugs in for this. It's good news. We wouldn't want you to possibly.
That's not earplugs.
He's in solidarity with Gunther's mug, I think, and supporting the mermaids.
It will keep me in place while I have to listen to this.
You know, that doesn't count as a mask, right?
It's a hairnet.
A hairnet.
Is it made from real hair?
Ew.
Oh.
That's kind of gross if you think about it.
Well, yes, but again, are they made from real Girl Scouts?
Somehow less gross, but I'm not actually sure how, right? Because one of them brings to mind images of Sweeney Todd and of Pink Floyd, and the other one brings to mind images of I don't know, like witchy voodoo dolls and
Yes, human hair is clearly
hairspray from the
scarier than
80s.
cannibalism.
That is what I'm saying, but it sounds disgusting to wear a hairnet made of real hair, whereas
But
somehow
eating
there's a
people.
disconnect in the whole. But they're
Isn't
they're made
that what a
from.
wig
There's a
is?
disconnect. Maybe
I mean, isn't that what a wig is? Is a hairnet made from real
maybe
hair?
I'm
You said
actually
you
the
had some
best
good news.
Sealy ever,
Okay, anyway, you have some good news.
and my whole life I've just been masquerading with expertise as being Sealy. No, you don't think so? You've known me for too long. Okay.
Try
Yes.
to
So
stay on
actually, that's
topic. You said you had some good news.
dang.
I don't know why
Okay.
you keep
Yes.
saying
So I do
distracted.
have.
I'm sorry.
I love watching you stay inside of that net. The longer it takes me to get my good news out, the longer you have to wear that thing.
It's actually 14 feet long.
And now that I'm in, I can't figure out how to
he's
get
not-
out.
So
Oh my
he put Aquanet on his hair.
Why did somebody not tell me
Right,
why
and I count Morbid.
You guys are not my real friends.
What?
I mean, I know why Count Morbid wouldn't tell me, but why the rest of you wouldn't? Great. It's never going to be straight tonight. Everything sucks.
I thought you were going for the tilted head Popeye look.
Nope. Okay, good news. So good news thing
Half
number
of our
one.
audience isn't ever going to be straight either, so that's okay.
We are having a camp out, however small it may be, but not up here, so we can do it. The first weekend of August at our FAE Hollow site in the FAE Hollow location at the Canterbury Ren Fair site. It is a beautifying camp out, so it's a weekend work party, but you do get to come if you want to, if you're in the area or whatever, and you want to help us beautify the FAE Hollow and really broaden it out and make it awesome for fair next year down at Canterbury. More hands. What do they say? What's that quote about? More hands make
light work.
Yes, that's the quote.
Where
that I'm talking
there's
about.
a whip, there's a way.
So yes, that's
There's
exactly.
a gunman on that sunburn that weekend.
Wow. Okay. So anyway, so that is happening. That's the first weekend of August, and we're gonna work all day and probably have fun at night. So at least that's our current plan. Except for Count Morbid, he never has fun. He hates it. He's allergic to it, and so that's good news number one, because at least, and since that's down in Oregon, they're not even in the same stuck in this whole phase 2 business that we are up here. So yay. Hey, I see you out there. Cobble the Dragonfly Fairy, hi. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody. I don't think I did though, that said hi to us anyway. So hi. So good news number 2, because of all of the things going on with COVID and the canceling of the shows, we were able to save money that we normally would be putting, towards Fairyblossom this year for starting a fall festival. And that is in September. That is still scheduled to be a go. So hopefully by the time September rolls around, we'll be able to have something like a regular-ish gathering. And so that is a thing we're still planning. And we recently held a vote across like everywhere, the Twitters and here on the YouTubes, on the community tab, and in the FAE Hollow on Ye Old Book of Faces, and we held a vote to name that event. And so I am happy to reveal to you, yes, the name that won that is Cornucopia. So that will be our official name for the fall event, is Cornucopia.
It's the Cornucopia Cabana.
Whoa.
Now we know what the new boot. Now that we know what the DJ booth will be named.
And now we're coming back down to the hair thing, right? Hair down to there or something, right? I don't even know the words of that song. Who did that song?
Barry Manilow.
Wow. Why do you? Oh, well,
I have
know
it on 45. I have it on a 45 RPM. Yes, I am that old.
Oh, we're not very good at counting around here. What is time? Pish posh. So that's still good
a small
news.
one, right?
And the dates for that are September 11th, 12th, and 13th. That weekend, the weekend after the 3-day holiday weekend in September. I can never remember if it's Labor Day or Memorial Day. I get
Can I
them
be the
mixed up.
15th? Just so you know.
Well, it can't be any other day than the days that they tell me that they have available. So that's that. That's I took the only weekend that was open that month. So.
For a friend of ours is getting hitched that day.
I can only do what I can do. So, there is that, and and then that brings me to the last piece of maybe good news. We hope it's good news, and that is Dreamhaven. Yay! Can we talk about that now? Okay. So, I'm sorry. I feel like I've just done all the talking here for 15 minutes.
Yes, I've been listening. It's a great show.
There have been announcements. It's a thing.
I did have a lot of things to announce today. Like this last week, a lot of things have happened, right? So as you all may recall, and by the way, I guess I should say also, if for some reason I disappear, it's because we are almost to the point of getting the internet gremlins fixed. Not quite yet.
Stop blaming me.
Things in phases. No, I'm just saying it was a struggle on Sunday, and if for some reason I disappear, that's why I'm blaming Count Morbid. So the Dreamhaven. So
if we would stop getting the internet gremlins wet, they wouldn't reproduce.
Hey,
I thought it was something about feeding them after midnight.
I resemble that remark.
Wait, you resemble? Wait, what? Oh, whoa!
If you see the music box fairy after midnight, she becomes a gremlin, or she, I don't know.
You do not. Wow, that one. Oh, my brain is on the uptick. Man, I caught on to that one pretty quick. But wow. Okay. I don't even know what to say to that. So if you all recall, last week we showed you guys the property that we were looking at. What is that horrible noise?
Gremlins.
It looks like DJ Trishy knows.
I think it's Dana, because Dana actually said
No,
the guilty face was next to
I was
hers.
trying to name the
Don't blame the boggin.
the set of music. Let's see. Mario? Is that the person who's involved? No,
Nope.
it's a
No.
it's
It's a
a
link. It's a
yes, Mr. Link.
It's a treasure.
is the what in the world? Are you eating worms, Gunther?
I ate a 5-pound bag of gummy worms the other day. It was great.
It's because no one likes them. Everybody hates them.
Yep, so he's eating worms.
I'm fasting. I'm not having sugar. And
Good. I'm
candy is happening over there, and
I can have all the sugar. I will have your half for you.
I don't think that. I think that may be too much sugar.
Okay, so you will recall that we were showing you the location that we were looking at for Dreamhaven, and the next phase, the next step after that, because we really had decided that we liked it.
Oh,
what?
Okay.
What?
I don't know. We really had decided that we liked it, and so we were going to move to the next phase. And the next phase, of course, is trying to see if we can find a human money changer to lend us money in order to then get this piece of property to manifest Dreamhaven, our vision for a permanent event venue. And yes, so what are you doing over there, Morbid? Are you raising your hand?
No, those were my excited hands. Those were jazz hands.
Ah, yes.
I was excited.
I see.
What is it about?
And he just can't hide it.
And he just can't hide it.
Thinks he likes it.
Oh dear. So that is the process that we initiated last week, and we think we might have a pretty good chance at getting that. We submitted the last bit of things that we needed this week. Today, actually, just today, to our money changer to have them go do whatever it is they do. which I think involves checking Ion's video game scores to see whether or not he's earned enough credits, and then going from there. And so we're really excited because we think we have a pretty good shot at this. We're fingers crossing it, and we're so close, you guys. And yeah, I don't know. So we're all just kind of waiting now to hear back from them. They got the information today that they needed, and now we're just waiting to hear back from them on the next step. So that's that. I mean, it's very close to a small human town, and this of
That we're going to take over.
We are. That's our plan. Our plan is to make the Meadow Valley area of the property into the event venue, and then to slowly take over the small town by opening fairy businesses along their like one main drag with all the little rundown stores, and we will rent them and refurbish them, and we will have a fairy apothecary, and we will have a Trollheim mead bar, and I don't even know I don't even know Ion the Leprechaun, some sort of mad science lab. I don't know, maybe some kind of boggin bakery. Let's see.
She wants to open a restaurant, eh?
Yes,
No.
A fairy-themed restaurant that has toadstools on it, like literal toadstool seating, like my Toadstool Tuffets.
Mhm.
I mean,
So
but nicer.
apparently, if we're talking about finances, apparently one of the things going on in the human world right now is there is a coin shortage.
An actual coin shortage?
Yes,
What?
an actual. Well, because basically money's not in circulation, and people aren't going to the places that they would normally, spend coins or return their coins to. So basically, because of all the pandemicness, the supply chain, but basically there's a coin shortage. So maybe if you just showed up with like a jar of pennies.
I actually have 2 piggy banks, and they're actually piggy banks. One is silver, and that's where the silver coins go, and one is blue, and that's where the copper coins go.
Shouldn't it be copper? A copper pig?
No, they go into the blue one because I don't have a copper pig for the copper coins. Yes, like that. I should.
Yeah.
I haven't emptied it in a very long time.
Yes. No. I mean, because weirdly enough, that is an actual real thing that's happening. Just that there's a coin shortage going on.
Nobody is
How do
spending
they-
cashes.
How do
Nobody's
they
wanting to
know?
spend cash.
How do they know that there's a coin shortage? I guess that's
By
I mean,
not having enough coins.
the bank doesn't have enough coins.
Mhm.
Like how?
Yeah.
They're saying it's all in our
That's what a
couches.
shortage means.
It's all in our couches. They want the coins back. It's a demand.
They know
So-
about not having it.
Okay, but what? I guess the reason that it doesn't make sense to me is because
Okay, so I'll explain this to you from a retail
where
standpoint.
did they disappear to in order to
The
create the
couch.
shortage?
I just
Because
told
they're
you.
not in circulation because people are staying
Okay.
home.
So
No one's hitting the arcades.
But if everyone's staying home, they don't need coins
No.
anyway.
okay, so when for retail businesses, they have to have a certain amount of coins every day to open up the store. In order to do that, they have to go.
How do
they
you know
usually
all
have
of
to
these
go to the
details
bank.
about the human world? These are very specific details about
I may
their
have done
operations.
I may have done some sleight of hand there.
She's a coin-operated music box fairy.
Ah,
Coin operated boy.
Except for
I
you're
know.
not. You're anyway.
Right. Anyway,
I got a
so
quarter.
when they have the
Put 'em
coins
in
in
the coin,
circulation, if they're not being used at the stores, then and people are still getting like change, things like that, the banks are not getting those coins back in the deliveries, or they're not getting enough change back in. So they don't have those coins because people aren't using coins because of all the germs that collect on coins.
Okay, this
That
is-
the other
this is
thing.
my
People
prediction.
People are preferring not
Preferring
to
plastic.
handle money if they can help it.
Hmm.
So this is my prediction. Humans will try to abolish the penny.
Well, they've been
They've
trying.
been
that
trying for years.
ages.
I know, but now they really have a reason.
I never thought my plastic
No,
would be
because
worth
pennies
so
are
much.
Birkin.
Well, actually, I mean, I'm pretty sure they came from the old
Well,
world across the pond.
Yes, they did.
That
Well,
doesn't mean that
again-
Americans can take credit for it.
Yes. No, we are Americans, and we have to have our pennies.
Well, yeah, that's why Mr. Lincoln has his face on it, is because he's
And if you don't have a penny,
made the
a
penny.
half penny will do.
If you haven't got a half penny, then God bless you.
And this is the FAE perspective on business news. Next.
The geese are getting fat. Please put a penny in the old man's hat.
Oh man, wait. I think that the fake
Halloween is
perspective on
coming.
business news is there was a crooked man who had a crooked house who
No, there
found
was
a
a
crooked
crooked
penny.
No, there was
Yes.
a crooked man who walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked penny upon a crooked stone. He bought a crooked house with a crooked little roof. Let's see. No, he had a crooked house and a crooked little cat.
I don't like
See,
that
the-
cat.
And that's
Yeah.
all that she can
Yeah.
remember about that.
So,
Well, at least
there
the
was a
crooked
crooked
got
man
his
who
loan
walked a
approved.
crooked mile,
You're gonna be thinking about
found
this
a
the
crooked
rest of the
sixpence upon a
evening.
crooked stay. He had a crooked
Wow, that's
hat.
all I'm saying. That's what we know about. That's
Yeah.
that's our virtual fairy insight into business. I don't know.
He had a crooked
Anyway.
house with a crooked little cat and the crooked little. Yeah.
So
Anyway.
one of
Let
the
it
things
go.
with regards to Dreamhaven that has been sort of a hurdle for us, and when I say like we're so close, this is one of the things that we're so close on is you have to have money to give to them, like a down payment,
Mhm.
I guess. And
Yes.
so we're this far away from that. And
Missed
so
it by
I
this much.
Yes, well, unfortunately, we're stuck in this weird position that anybody that would be helpful and supportive of what we're doing is not allowed to do that unless they are directly related to myself or Ion the Leprechaun. And it has something to do with banks and the Iris Institution, and I don't know. It's a thing, and
It's
I
pronounced Earth.
don't.
And
The Earth Institute. Is it erstwhile?
and I have the opposite problem.
Well, so here's the thing though. So I devised, because another thing that also we cannot accept gift funds from anybody that might want to support our efforts. And gift funds also count as what do you call the like Kickstarter would be something like that, or GoFundMe or Indiegogo would all be something like that. And so we cannot do anything like that to help us. But what we can do is sell things, because I have a business and it makes some money. Yes, that right there on the magical World Wide Webs. So what I have done is I have placed the opportunity there in my virtual store, the Gilded Quill, for anybody who wants to help support us. Go there and just buy one of the Dreamhaven listings, and
Buy
that money,
everything. Everything
buy
twice.
everything, and that will go straight to helping us get over that hurdle. So
I have fabric.
you got fabric.
We are
Yes, I got
charging
fabric.
$1,000 for face masks. Get in it.
So tell us about this. Okay, yes, Dana, tell us about this. This was a cool idea, and even though it won't really be there for Fairy Blossom, it will for the other events, for the camp out and for Morbid's Eye.
So I have green and I have purple. And I am going to make these into face masks with ties that are a third color, and going to have it so that there is purple on one side and green on the other, and so you can have it this way or you can have it this way.
She
So
has
you-
the reversible
Yes.
Sealy unsealy face mask.
Yes, I
love it.
do.
That way
And-
you can change sides whenever you want during Nerf battles.
Well,
You can't just change sides.
That's what
You
you
can.
doing.
Yes, you can.
Very Princess Lolly.
Yes, Count Morbid. Are you trying to
I
kill a
would
fly
like- I
on
would
your
like-
screen?
What? I would like to cast the second level spell Summon Vendor.
Summon vendor. Oh yes, summon vendor. Because it is 8 o'clock now on the nose. Well, we don't have a drawing because last week we didn't have a vendor, and the week before, and part of the reason for that is because all of these things of going and looking at the land and doing the stuff, and it's just been very, very crazy for all of us. But we do have a vendor this week, so that means, of course, next week we will have a drawing for you. But let me get that vendor in here, and
I was
We
going to
will
show
see.
what the mask looked like, but the one
have
that
a
I
finished
had, it walked off.
oh,
It grows. They
Well-
grow. So apparently they can grow legs. So we need to watch for that.
You know, it's a little puzzling here.
You know, as soon as he casted, you know, summoned vendor, her mask walked off, and one of the vendors stole the mask and is now selling it on the black.
Let,
You
let's
know,
not accuse
market.
the vendor of stealing things.
okay.
Because it's vintage, right?
So,
Just hang
famous
in,
Dana,
man.
if you want, you could put yourself on mute if you want and go look for it while we're talking to the vendor. I kind of want to see a finished product, to be
Well,
honest.
it's not the right colors. You've seen a finished product, but
Oh, yeah.
it's not
Yes.
the colors yet because I haven't cut the fabric. So this one is one that I made.
Can we do
see,
it
I found
after the vendor?
Yes, we can definitely
Okay.
do it after the vendor.
All right. Here we go. We are going to pull her in here. Whoop. Like my sound effects. Hello, my lady. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
We're doing well. Fair to Midland, I guess. We're sad that we had to cancel our festival, but and we want to be excited about maybe finding a property for event venues for producing our festivals and events going forward. But we're all kinds of on pins and needles, so it's like you're excited, but you're trepidatious, and you don't want to count your eggs before your hens are hatched. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. So I feel like everybody's kind of all over the place with all of the things. But enough about us. Right now, the time is all about you. So welcome to the Cedar Wardrobe. That is your business. And please tell us a little bit about, we're just going to start out, who you are, where you're from, and of course, give your shout outs if you have any shout outs to give it to your people. And let's hear a little bit about what you do. And also, if you are watching out there in the audience and you have questions you want to ask, feel free to just ask them, and we will pass those along as we go on.
All right. I am Lady Adine of the Kingdom of Callantyr in Lonely Tower, Barony of Lonely Tower. And actually, the Etsy shop scrolling across the bottom is not my Etsy. I took down my Etsy, but that is a friend of mine's Etsy, and they do great woodworking. So go check them out.
Oh, okay.
But the website
the regular website is yours, though. The
Yes,
Cedar Wardrobe.
Yes, the Cedar Wardrobe is mine. I do medieval clothing, and I also do, for other reenactment eras, I do some cosplay, I do corsetry, I do tailoring. This right here is a ritual coat that I made for myself a few years ago. It doesn't fit anymore because I've had a kid.
They will do that to you, won't they?
Yeah, they will. I also do weaving.
Oh, wow.
And I'm learning leatherworking right now.
Ooh.
You are.
I'm just
medium
learning
green
how to
talent.
make those to do that weaving.
Yeah,
So-
that's Egyptian
Who's
diagonal.
that quiet person next to you?
A quiet person.
It's my mannequin.
Oh, they seem nice.
They're very nice. Strong
So-
silent type.
Correct me if I'm. Oh, I was going to ask you to correct me if I was wrong, but I want to take that back.
She doesn't want to
Yeah,
be
morbid.
right.
No, I was going to say, can you hold up that cool belt that you had, or what? That's what it was, a belt, right?
It's
Yeah.
a little short to be a belt. It can
Now,
be used
these
for
are-
like a purse strap.
So now these are the kinds of things that isn't the king has been working on learning how to do this kind of stuff. This is what I was going to ask. And yes, okay. I'm glad that I'm not the only one that has seen that. So that is cool. Do you do it on a loom?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't suppose you happen to have the loom near you, do you?
It's a little ways away.
My friend
then
made
never
her
mind.
loom out of cardboard.
A loom out of well, I wonder how big is it? I mean, I know that you can't go see it because you said it was far away, but I mean, is it like this big,
Oh,
way
it's
too
pretty
big?
It holds up to 9 yards.
Wow.
Okay, that's a
That
big
seems like a
one.
lot.
Yeah, it
We were just
stands
doing little ones.
it stands up to about my waist.
Oh, okay.
So tell us then now, shall we take a look at your website here? Let's see. Cedar Wardrobe, theCedarWardrobe.com. I want to get that right. I actually don't think I had this plugged in. Give me 1 second to do this.
Ooh.
What do you, with your leatherworking, what are your first projects going to be with that?
Well, right now for practice pieces, I'm doing a pair of van braces and a cuirass.
What's a cuirass?
It's like the chest plate. It's got
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to pull up now that I've got this here, and then we can talk a little bit. Do you have anything else you'd like to show us before we look at your website? Because I think everybody loves to see actual things first. I could be wrong about that.
I hate it. It's terrible.
You hate seeing actual things. You
That
want
is
to
such a
look at
bad
your web.
idea. All right.
No, she's
Make
got
it
a
bigger.
plug mask. Look, I am. Hold on. I'm going to embiggen her. 1 second. Okay.
I love it.
It's
Oh,
a
that is
fabric
lovely.
plate mask.
It's a plague doctor mask. I love it.
I kind of
made a
like the
couple.
fact.
I'm actually working on a child size right now because my son wants one.
Oh.
It
Adorable.
almost,
Oh. I would love
almost
to put
looks
one
like,
on my
like the
4-year-old.
radioactive pattern around the eye.
I just
Oh.
have colors that I like.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to
No,
do
that's
that.
lovely.
Oh man, I do. I actually like that it's fabric as opposed to leather. Seems like it would be so heavy to wear, even though they look super cool, right? It just seems like it would be super heavy to wear. If you already have trouble breathing in a regular mask, it seems like wearing a leather one would be that much heavier. So now the bodice that you're wearing, this is also your own work, I presume.
Yes, I'm the hat that I made, the bodice, the chemise, and the skirt.
Is this what your normal product line consists of when you are out at shows?
I don't do shows very often because everything is custom made.
Oh, okay. Well, how does that work?
So people place the orders, and I've got a measurement sheet on my website, and I now have a video that tells you how to do the measurements.
Let's go look at your website. I love that thing that you have there on your mannequin.
That seems super important because I would probably screw that up.
I'm pretty sure I would too. And
That's why you have me.
I'm pretty sure I would mess it up with, I mean.
I thought we had you because we like getting block walking beats.
Well, that too, but you
Okay,
know I
then.
know how to use a tape measure as well.
Ooh, cedar.
Yeah.
Well, no, a funny thing about Cedar, so Cedar was put into wardrobes back in the day in order to keep the bugs away because the scent of the cedar drives out mites and other little things that, bed buggy type, I don't know what they're called, but bugs. And
Moths?
but
Pestilence.
it is, and moths, yes, but it is also poisonous to humans. The fumes of a cedar are poisonous to humans. So when they first started doing lining the closets and whatnot with cedar, that was all well and good. But then people started using cedar paneling all over their homes, in rooms. This is, of course, like a long time ago, like 100 years ago or more. And they would panel rooms that didn't have any ventilation entirely with cedar, and then they would get sick or they would suffocate without knowing why that was happening, because they didn't know at the time that cedar was poisonous for them to breathe in like that. So anyway, so if you're gonna do it, just the wardrobe, not the whole room. but it smells amazing.
Not the entire spare room, just the wardrobe.
And that's
don't
right, just the
go
wardrobe.
hide
Just
in
smelling it on your clothes is not better.
Yes,
Don't go
yes. No,
hide in it because it's not going to. You might go to a different place if you're in there long enough, but I don't think it's going to be a
Maybe
place
you go in the sea. Maybe this castle is where you end up. I don't know. You go
Let's
in the
get back
Cedar
to the
wardrobe and
vendor.
you come out in this beautiful castle.
Find a
We
fawn
are
looking
okay.
at you.
So this is cool.
Oh.
This Marauders map. This is
I have that fabric.
It's
I
at
love it.
hand. I think everyone has it.
Mischief managed.
so.
Hmm.
My lady,
You
do
know,
you
back
have
in the
this with
90s,
you?
back in the 90s, they
like,
called it
live?
hyper cover.
I've got
What?
a Dumbledore's Army one.
That's fantastic.
Dumbledore's Army one. Well, okay, wait. I'm gonna embiggen you really fast.
Okay.
Keep holding that up.
Oh, I love that one. Yes.
Nice.
That is cool.
And my masks now have nose
Uh-oh.
strips in them for people who wear glasses.
Yay!
They have what?
Nose strips, so you can shape it around your nose and you don't get your glasses messed up.
Oh,
Are
I
you-
have an issue with those. That they will ride up or down on my face if I do not have a little nose thing.
That's why you have the nose thing.
I've been using a clothespin to do the thing.
No, you have not. It's some old-fashioned cartoon.
No,
Okay.
just go with it. Just give him the clothespin.
So
And this
it's the only way I can see, man. So
And so here is the cool fabric mask that you were showing us. Are the eyes in this fabric mask, are they filled in? Do they have like some kind of plastic, or are they open eyes?
So they're not sewn in, so you can take them out for washing. Let me just pop one out real quick. I just bought a bunch of cheap sunglasses and popped the lenses out of them.
That's
that is
fantastic.
awesome.
So they do
Awesome.
have lenses, but they're removable.
Yes.
Clever.
It is clever. So here's the measurement form that you were talking about, but I want to go look at your stuff. So will you tell us a little bit about, this is cool looking, this corsets and stays. I want to look at that. Maybe I want to look at that. Come on, pictures.
You know, I can only fix the computer so much.
It's the Emperor's new corset.
Oh no, it's my terrible computer taking forever to load the thing, and it's making me sad. Do you have any of your corsets with you?
I have the German stays with me.
Oh, what will you show those to us?
Yep, right here.
Okay, I'm embiggening you. Embiggen. Do the thing. I get worried every time it starts reacting very slowly because I am afraid that suddenly I'm going to have internet gremlins and that's going to be a thing. So tell me what this German stay is. How does this work, and what exactly is it?
So the difference between stays and corsets is that corsets are meant to shape your body and stays just hold you in.
Okay.
So like this one, it's completely boned in the front with a wooden, I swear I know words. I can't
You swear
remember
you know
what
words.
it's called now. But
But is that the
Busk. That's
Yep, that's the wooden busk. I told you I knew it. It just took me a while. And it's in a pocket so you can remove it for cleaning.
where does that go? Is it does it go down the front like the sternum?
Yeah, that's the center front.
So I'm just gonna say this: I can't get change out of my pocket for cleaning. I would totally forget that was it.
Oh man, I've never actually tried one of these. Now, how do they? So they go on. Do they lace up in back? How does that work?
Yes.
And how do you
lace
do
up
it
and
yourself?
back.
So you have to learn how to lace yourself into something if you are going to.
I usually have someone lace me in. It's a lot easier.
Other people have friends who can help them.
Yes.
I know, and I'm stuck with you.
Yes.
They can also be front lacing, so that it's easier to get into alone. Like the Elizabethan effigy corset stays, they lace down the front as opposed to in the back.
Okay, so picture has loaded, And I'm gonna bring this back here so we can look at this. So this is a 19th century corset.
Yes.
Tell me about this a little bit. It's this very high-waisted here, coming up over the hip like that. It looks like that's what it's doing. Am I looking at the picture wrong?
There's a skirt tucked into the belt. It actually comes down and covers over the hip.
Oh, I see.
And there's a skirt tucked up into the belt there.
Brought
That was
up
the
and
only
over.
picture. That was the only picture I had of it on me because, again, I had a child and it doesn't fit me anymore.
Well, I love this beautiful red. It's
Mhm.
gorgeous. What style of corset would this be other than to say that it's 19th century, do you know? Or does it say here in the description?
Oh, it looks like it's an 1890s style.
And so is it made with steel boning or what goes into these?
So there's a lining, there's a layer of corset coutil, which is a cotton twill that does not stretch very much, which is why it's used for the corset strength layer. And then I think that one I did not do a lining on the inside, so it's just the corset coutil and the fashion fabric, which what I did was I took a red jacquard fabric and overlaid it with a skull and crossbone lace fabric. And then it's got steel boning.
It is cool looking.
I love that corset. I'm so glad I'm so upset it doesn't fit me anymore.
Aw.
But it's
Now,
with the now, so.
So normally what you do is you have all of these different items that are on your site that I'm kind of going through here, and people can pick from whatever they see here.
Yes.
And then you would make it for them in this style.
Yes. And if what they want is not on the website, because I haven't had a chance to make a lot of stuff yet, I'm still a fairly new business. But if what they want is not on the website, they can email me and let me know, hey, can you do this? And I'll let them know if I can do it or not and get them an estimate for what it would be.
Do they have some input on the fabrics that you choose and stuff like that?
Yes. Yes.
Here we are. And how does that work?
It would be through email again.
Like how if they have input, how does that work in the way that are they able to go out, say, for example, and find something on the interwebs and then show it to you or have it shipped to you to use that in the making of their thing? Or do you have a pre-selected panel of fabrics that are the ones that you use?
So what'll happen is they'll email me and tell me what it is they're looking for, and I'll go out and try to find it. And I'll send them pictures of it so that they can see and prove it. And then I'll order it and get it shipped to my house directly.
That way it's sure to be done right.
Exactly.
I like the fabric that was on the Persian overcoat thing that we looked at there.
Mm-hmm.
And the salwar are the blue pants I'm wearing in that picture.
What are they called? The
Salwar.
salwar. What is the origin of that?
Those are Persian, I believe, Safavid. I'm not entirely certain on the history of them.
Oh, here we go. A Tudor schmuck. I always think of finger painting when I think of smocks. That's, the thing you put on.
Princess School, there's a lot of that, yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
So the kirtle is the yellow part, right?
Yes, with the detachable sleeves.
Oh.
And that is fully boned in the front.
That is really bright.
I like
love
it bright. Definitely. So tell me a little bit about a kirtle. What's the history of this? Do you know?
This one is from Tudor England, and it was the precursor to the Elizabethan stays, and actually has a very similar shape to the stays that I showed you earlier. But it was the support layer. It was the support layer for women.
Now, what are these little gold things on the end of this string called that
Aglets.
ties the what?
Aglets.
Aglets.
Yes.
That's what I need on all of the strings for all of my corsets ever.
Yes. Yes, you
Seamus
do.
Dana, can you make that happen? Because I would love you forever if I did not have to fumble around with that.
Well, aglets are commonly known on shoestrings. So I'm sure we could arrange something.
What is this thing?
That
It's a
is
hat.
a lucette.
A what?
A lucette.
This,
Because
yeah.
oh yes.
With the loom.
Yep.
And so, are you
guy
making the
here.
string that was used at the top here? This.
Yes. I also
Whoa!
made the lacing for the sides.
Wow.
Based
That
on my
is.
nerdy little SCA heart.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
And where did you say your kingdom was again?
Callantyre, it's the Midwest, basically.
The Midwest. This looks like little children's sizes.
Yes, they are. I made those.
Um,
for
I
my-
love baby garb.
Lily's War. Lily's War was the very first event that my hubby went to. Oh, back in 1997 or something. But
In the good old days.
oh yes, the good old days.
Yes.
Going back here. Oh, here. This
I
is
think we
what
call
I'm
those the days of yore right now.
the days of yore. Yes,
Oh, yes.
remember places and how we were able to go to them?
Lily's War was also on a lake, so it was an amazing location. So
I really
it was
kind of
fun.
want this red one. It's so pretty. I've never had one like that before, so it would be an all new corset for me. Oh
Unfortunately, I
man.
did not get the lace overlay that I used before because I got it from Hancock's, which is, of course, gone now.
Oh,
Yep, they
sadness.
no longer in business. I used to
So-
love that Hancock Fabrics would have $1 dollar per yard fabric
Yes.
table, and you could just go there and go this one, this one, this one, this one, this one,
Yes.
and have everything and not break the budget.
All of
That
the
was nice.
things.
All of the things.
That sounds kind of amazing. If that is this is one of the reasons that I never would do sewing, because I just know that the way that I collect paper for bookbinding, I would need a whole nother,
Yep.
at
Yeah,
least a
it's-
room,
Yeah, no,
You need a
the way
whole
I
nother
collect
level of
fabric.
cat. That's what you're saying.
a whole other
my-
cat. Yeah.
You should see my dining room that I am now having to pack up.
It's not
I'm
actually
kind
a
of mad at
dining room.
myself.
That's your fabric storage room.
It was going to be a sewing room. It has kind of been taken over by a fabric hoard.
I would.
I
not
have a
think about
barrel.
that.
Surely the
So-
Cedar wardrobe has lots of space in which they've taken to do their crafts. I assume.
Also, now I know that you brought something today for the giveaway, and do you have that with you? Can you show it to us?
I do. I have, when I was trying to vend at events, I pre-made some of the tight lace bodices.
I'm making you a big one.
And this one
That
has
is
a pointed,
Awesome.
This one's got a pointed front
Pretty.
and also a matching coin purse.
Ooh.
Oh,
That is the giveaway. That is great.
Yay.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I would look
man,
amazing in that.
You would.
absolutely.
yeah,
Maybe.
totally. We should give it
Well-
to Morbid.
So the measurements on that one are a 39-inch chest and a 33-inch waist. If the person who gets it does not fit into that, I can make one to fit them.
I'm just saying
Okay.
that my leg is 39 inches. So
No, wait. You mean long? You mean long? Because it's not 39 inches around.
it is.
Have you
Look at the
seen
tape.
his legs?
Bring it on in. I got some pretty big body, man.
It's less about whether or not I've seen Gunther's legs and more about that I know what size of a corset I wear.
And my legs are
right.
as big as your corset, I think.
And I guarantee you, his legs would not fit in one of my corsets. It would be too small.
The corset would be too small. You're right.
No. Well,
We lost Count Morbid to it. Uh-oh.
I think he's ready to come back.
Yeah.
oh, Count Morbid. I didn't even notice he was gone.
He doesn't like hearing you say that.
He can't hear
I'm
anything
very
from the
sneaky.
wings. He's very sneaky. He's stealthy.
Yes, no, I
That's
had
a-
some sound issues and had to pop out and then quietly, patiently wait in the wings for a while until the princess noticed. But
Oh,
I
yes.
I noticed
was
for
hearing
her.
the ladies' problems before of basically having children ruins everything as far as
Size
not being able
proportions.
to wear some of the lovely things from the past.
Oh, you were making snarky comments.
That doesn't
Yeah,
sound
you-
like me. No,
not at all. Well,
Speak
that
for
children ruin
yourself,
everything.
Morbid.
What?
I'm sure if Morbid had
Speak for
children, his body shape would be different as well.
Oh, my mind. I don't.
it
fit
would
into
be
my own
really
either.
different.
I don't fit into my. There is
Remember
much
who's
garb that
had
I do
7
not fit
children. Choose your words carefully, young man.
into. Young.
You say it like that, and you make it sound like we need to get you a shoe to live in.
Whoa.
Hey! We've made that joke. I do need a shoe. I will totally take a shoe-shaped house.
Okay, you guys. Okay. Before we get on to the topic of whether or not we need to buy shoe real estate, please, it's
It'll have a lot of
Aiden.
soul.
Aiden. Am I saying that?
Yeah.
Adine?
It's
Okay.
Adine.
Adine, Lady Adine. Sorry. If is there anything else that you would like to share with us before we mosey on this evening? And also, if anybody out there has any questions that you'd like me to ask, now is the time.
Well, I'm going to be listing not this exact piece since it has been worn, but I will be listing the Sweetheart Neck ritual coat on the website within the next week, hopefully.
That is a beautiful piece. And you can make them in all of the colors.
They're very
As
lovely.
precious as
Yes, I think it's quite pretty. So
Maybe not all the colors at once.
okay.
No,
Just
I
like
want all the colors at once.
that we call that black.
No. Like just strips. Like total like all of it.
A patchwork version of that. It might be kind of pretty, to be honest.
I want it
don't
for
know.
Sunday morning garb.
Do you guys here have any questions? Ion, Dana, Trishy, Gunther, Morbid?
I got no question.
No
Just
questions? Okay, just answered. Anybody else?
No, just I thought they were. Sorry, my words are
Well-
failing, but basically I thought they were all very, very lovely.
I mean,
They were.
failing amongst other things. They were very lovely. And so now
I'm
the
just
way that our
nerding out.
drawings normally work is that after the show, you put the magic word into the comments of down below of the video, and then you will be entered in to win in next week's drawing. And also, if you are a member of our Patreon, you will get another automatic entry for a maximum of 2 possible entries. I did not think of a magic word. So you guys, what is the magic word that we want everybody to enter?
Stays.
Cornucopia.
Cedar.
Cedar. Okay, Cedar it is. Cedar is in fact now the magic word. So if you would like to be entered to win that awesome, it was a bodice. Was it a bodice or a stay?
Bodice. It was a bodice.
A bodice. The bodice and the pouch. If you would like to be entered to win the bodice or the pouch from the Cedar wardrobe this next week, then after the show this evening, go to the comments, put the word Cedar, and you can also have that extra entry if you're one of our Patreon patrons. And if you want to become one of those, the link for that is, of course, in the low bar. And also, please go check them out. Their information will be in the final description of this video on the YouTubes and on the Facebooks, and not so much on the Twitches, though. So, yes. So, was there anything that you wanted to say before I let you go, my lady?
Just stay safe and stay healthy.
Hey, I had one quick question to ask.
Right.
If someone had a piece of garment that was from history that you weren't quite aware of yet, how long would it take you to find out how to make that?
Probably 2 to 3 days.
Is that all?
I've got an extensive network of connections on
Oh,
Facebook.
yes,
Wow.
the level of tutorials and connections, and yes,
Yes.
it's amazing the resources.
So even if they can't find what they're looking for on your website, just talk to you about it.
Yep, pretty much.
And since you already told everyone to stay safe, I'd like to remind everyone that they can buy masks from your website.
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
Both a mask and a plague mask.
Yes, those will help you stay safe and stylish.
Oh, man.
I feel the stylish is more important personally, but
Style over safety? Wow. I don't even know it. Wow. Yeah, and you think I'm the pretentious one? I mean,
He is morbid.
oh no, you're pretentious. I'm just far better at being pretentious.
Ooh.
whatever.
I
Axis
think we call that
grown.
snooty.
Snooty.
All right, you guys. I shall bid you adieu. Good evening, my lady.
Good evening.
Bye.
Bye.
So that's pretty awesome. A whole bodice and a pouch for the giveaway. And if it doesn't
Yay.
fit, that size isn't yours, then she will make you one. That's
I'm
amazing.
entering into
And
it
guys,
right now.
I mean, I was shocked. I mean, because like a mask would have been an absolutely brilliant giveaway, but yeah, she's amazing.
I know a mask would have been a good giveaway, but wow, a whole dang bodice. So
Oh, yeah. No,
once
no, no.
again,
I mean,
I am left
basically-
wishing I could enter my own giveaways and no dice.
Well, I'm just saying it's one of those things where, like, you know, you feel like a small knife would be an amazing giveaway, and they're like, "Here's Excalibur."
Yeah. I want Excalibur. So all of that is said and done, and I guess you guys
Dana
we
had a
can
mask.
move on to. Oh, Dana, yeah, show us. Okay, show us. I'm gonna embiggen you, Dana,
Okay.
and then
Oh.
we'll move to articles.
It has the flowers in the front. So I'm
Oh.
trying to see what the flowers look like. So it'll be one on each side of the face. And so having either the purple or the green on one side and then being able to turn it around and see this one has stripes, which is really hard to see in this light.
I can see them.
I think those
Great.
pins are dangerous.
Well, yes, the pins
are.
have to be finished first. This one also does not have the ties on the sides yet, so it has not been completely put together. But this is the style of mask that I'm going to make for the Seelie and Unseelie colors. So this
And we are going to
style,
put those up into the Etsy store, right?
yes,
Yes.
and
I'm really excited.
yeah, I've recently acquired some other really cool fabric that I'm thinking about making into a mask with a whole bunch of teapots.
By the way,
It's very Alice in Wonderland.
famous Dana the Boggin, those are all very amazing, and I'm impressed by your work. So this isn't meant in any way a critique. That I've seen other people, or I've seen someone online did masks that had ears. You know, or the basically, you know, it had the mask and then, you know, went around the ears, but then came out like fairy ears.
That would be
That's
really
cool.
interesting to
Yeah.
see how to
Yeah, a mask with sort of built-in shaped elf ears, basically.
I suppose that
all
you
but
would want to
not
keep your ears warm.
Yes.
I think that sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that these ones are gonna start being made here soon by me, and then they'll be available from the Gilded Quill store. You know, trying to plug in the Etsy store, and
Yeah, where everyone should get all their things.
yes, all the things.
Buy the things.
They are $1,000 per mask. $1,000 per mask.
I'm not
I'm just
great
saying
at this today
that
because I'm tired.
buying the thing
If
helps to support stream.
And
Okay.
there we go.
you needed to catch up there.
Wait, what?
You were being affected by Kronos.
Oh, I was. Okay. So that's terrible. Whatever. Hopefully that problem will be fixed soon. So I'm just trying to look at the articles. There's a couple that I want to. I don't know what this one is supposed to be about. I don't know if I'm looking at an ad first.
I vote 2.
No. Okay. What? Mm. That is not. It's not funny. You do not get a vote yet. Let's see.
Wait, is somebody voting prematurely? That's rude.
Okay, that.
5. I vote
And
for
this one
5.
looks cool. Okay, so there's. I don't know. I wasn't listening. Did Count Morbid say something funny?
Yes, I said I respect
No,
it.
he never says anything.
Nope, I guess not. Everybody's quiet. I mean, no, not really. Okay, so here we go. I think that. Oh wait, I am not reading this one. I don't know who sent in the fart finds, but I'm not reading it.
The what?
Okay, here we go. These are the two that we're choosing between. We're choosing
It's a
between
good one.
Professor Try Flatulence Finds. Not reading it.
What?
Okay. Professor tries out recipes that are nearly 4,000 years old, shares how they looked and tasted, versus fairies take residence in cluster of tiny homes in Friendswood Park. Okay, so I really want to do both of these because they're so relevant, but we'll go with whatever you guys want to do first. So if you want, here it is, the timer. If you want to hear about the 4,000-year-old food, press number 1. And if you want to hear about the fairies taking resident in Friendswood Park, press number 2. No pre-voting. Ooh, where was I? Oh, is it, what was that a vote for? Can you translate for us, please, Morbid?
What, the dog?
The timer goes. It's 4,000-year-old food is number 1, and Friendswood Park fairies are number 2. Man, can any of you out there hear me? Press 1 if you want to hear about the 4,000-year-old food, and press 2 if you want to hear about fairies invading the park with tiny homes. Man. Otherwise, I'm just going to start reading. It's like, there's no comments at all tonight. Not a single one.
You don't see that.
Unless my
We're
Actually-
looking at them. I'm looking at them right here.
If I'm looking on YouTube, there is some.
Did you remember to hit the broadcast button?
No, this whole time, it's just been fake.
So the votes that are on YouTube.
Okay, the votes on YouTube are
1, 2, 3, 4 for 2, 2 for 1,
wow.
and 1 for 6, and 1 for 8.
Wait, 4 for 2. Damn it!
2 for 4, 3 for 1, all for 1, all for me.
10
It's not funny.
for 15.
Okay, 4 for 2.
Hi.
2,
Oh,
4,
here they are.
6,
I see
8.
them now.
Who do
Okay,
we
wait. 1. Oh,
appreciate?
it took them all that time to come through. You're right. Kronos is affecting me tonight. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Gunther. 3, 4 for number 2,
What?
and 1, 2 for number 1. Okay, we're reading number 2 first, and so number 2 is the fairies take over the park, and then we're gonna do the 4,000-year-old food. So, what do you mean? What? I don't even know. Number 6 or 8 or who do we
I don't even know.
appreciate?
Dude, I'm just sitting here and it's like numbers, and I'm like,
25.
Shaw.
You know numbers. Yay!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he had to learn that after he learned how to read. Sorry.
Gabe knew his numbers before he learned how to read.
Fairies take residence.
You're frozen
Yeah,
again.
he had to learn that after he learned.
Whoa.
Well,
Leave? Oh, it says I'm having trouble.
You are definitely having trouble.
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 Okay.
Trouble.
Trouble follows us,
Trouble.
apparently.
Well, you guys are responding to me, so you can hear me.
We can
No,
hear
I
you
can't
through a different
now.
microphone.
Talk at random intervals.
So the problem with internet gremlins is somewhere it's after midnight.
So they're just always out there. Here we go. Fairies and a troll or two have arrived in Friendswood, but they require imagination to find.
That's
And
usually
that's all,
how
folks.
fairies work.
I guess I like how that's
Apparently,
there's
we
like
need to
word
use
number 1.
imagination for the article, too.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, where is it? Am I supposed to click something here? Let's see. Oh wait, is this it? Can't no. Oh, subscribe now to keep reading. What? Houston Chronicle, you're lame. Boo. Sorry,
Stupid
guys.
Capitalism.
We
Oh,
do
it's
not.
Free press.
Oh, I know where the park that is. Sorry.
We don't get to hear about it because guess what? We can't subscribe to keep reading. So you are just gonna have to use your imagination.
Imagination.
Where'd Gunther go?
We have to use our imagination to find him.
Troll Bridge.
It's an
He had
imaginary
to go
country.
eat some billy goats.
Can't
They
do
were
it.
trip-trapping over his bridge.
Those are troll.
The real-
Oh,
Those
the
are
real
he's not
Gunther
bridge
was the
trolls.
bridge
He's
we
not a
made
He will
bridge
be-
away.
troll. Yes.
He will be very offended if you call him a bridge troll.
Yes.
He's-
Wow, that paywall made me mad.
Yay,
Here we
Gunther.
go. Share screen.
I got nothing.
4,000-year-old food. Here we go. I'm gonna find it. That's what we're reading. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not like it's
You
my
got a
fault or
picture.
anything. That's true. It makes me kind of want to have one of those at Fairyblossom. So, Professor tries out recipes that are nearly 4,000 years old, shares how they looked and tasted. The recent lockdown has surely sparked an inner chef, and I'm really excited for this one actually because I sort of wonder if any of it is something that we can do at the Harvest Festival, right? So, wouldn't that be cool? So here we go. The recent lockdown has surely sparked an inner chef in most of us. Most, not me. With endless egg and flour hoards, we've seen people baking. I want to have chickens at the new place. Baking and trying out some pretty questionable recipes with
You'll have
little to no
bears.
success. What?
He says you have chickens at the new place, you'll end up with coyotes.
We'll get goats too. What? How do you scare off a coyote? I don't want coyotes, but I
You
want
walk out
eggs.
in your yard and you say boo.
You got to go build a chicken. No, it's fine. There's ways to take care of coyotes.
I want to know what those big giant goblin fruits were. I think that that's one of the signs that we are meant to be there is that there was goblin fruits growing all over the place. And I think kudzu.
You distract
Oh,
coyotes
because
with roadrunners.
Yeah,
Actually?
and you give them basically Acme is
I
Amazon.
get it. Okay. Oh, I thought you said meat, and I didn't understand what you were talking about. And then I realized you said meat. Wow. Okay. Anyway, meanwhile, Bill Sutherland, who was also busy in the kitchen, but with a different kind of project in mind. The professor of conservation biology at the University of Cambridge rolled up his sleeves and cooked up some very intricate meals as carved on an ancient Mesopotamian.
Hippopotamus?
Mesopotamia.
The hippopotamus. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Like, from the last time when we saw that word, the Mesopotamian tablet. You see, it's not just some avocado toast. Apparently, these 3,770-year-old dishes like lamb stew and Elamite broth. What is Elamite? They are the oldest recipes existing. What is Elamite? Hold on. So you just said that, and I just want to say that that's why Girl Scout cookies are okay. I'm just saying. Wait. Anyway, one of these has been normalized. Okay, what is Elamite? Do any of you guys know? Anybody out there in our adoring watching audiences who are riveted to this article?
Don't they use that in toothpaste?
What?
Don't they use that in toothpaste?
I thought they used. I don't know what they use in toothpaste. No, I thought they used unicorn hooves to make glitter glue. That's what I thought.
Oh, that's true too.
Okay, so if you guys see somebody say in the audience what that stuff is, I want to know. Now I'm going to continue the article, maybe. Okay, here we go. So in a viral Twitter thread, Bill showed us what to expect from such ancient delicacies. And for those who worry about the well-being of his stomach, let me tell you, Bill says it's the best Mesopotamian meal I have eaten. It's probably the only Mesopotamian meal that he's eaten, unless there's just, the Mesopotamian restaurant right down the road. So let's see. Ooh. How did he eat? Did this guy actually read this on his own? It's cuneiform. Cuneiform isn't even like a language. It's just numbers and cows.
I thought cuneiform was the clothing you put on to look like other guys when you're at work.
That is a uniform, not a cuneiform. Unless you're really cute in it, then it's a cuneiform.
That's a cutie form.
So Bill's Babylonian dining consisted of 4 intricate dishes of a loaf of bread. It's sideways.
A gallon of milk and a stick of butter.
One.
Is it just me, or did
I was
Okay.
wondering
It
if
went silent for me.
yeah, it's something wrong when it suddenly gets quiet
then.
around here.
I like Amy's freeze frame though.
That
Ow.
really looks kind
Painful.
of yeah. But they've
Oh,
been
there goes
having
Gunther.
they've been having issues
Ollie.
for weeks now. So, apparently something has come up.
It went down. Didn't
Yes.
come up.
We lost the Lolly.
Well,
Lolly was sideways.
It was sideways. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, she went. And then,
Ollie's going to move to this side of the castle.
oh, it's that bad.
You will.
Well, the castle will still be okay with Fairy Princess Lolly moving from one side to the other. So,
Sorry, Mario,
thunder.
your princess is in another castle.
well, it's back to Link and princesses.
Hello, Fairy Princess Lolly. We see you.
Where's Ion?
He vanished.
Ion,
He
you
got
have
up out of the
changed.
chair. Ion has changed. Yes.
She is now Fairy Princess Lolly is now Ion the Leprechaun. On mute. You are on mute, just so you know.
You are. Yeah.
You're on mute. I just told you. Yeah, you curl up lovely. Now unmute yourself.
Yes.
I'm trying to
you
coach
need
you
to
along.
mute
Okay,
him.
there.
There we go.
There.
Now you can hear me. Yes. Okay, well,
You are now Ion the Leprechaun. Oh, not anymore. She is no longer Ion the Leprechaun. She is now. I don't
No,
know.
I will
Yes.
Nope.
no, I was trying to see if I could change mine. Yes, I can. Check it out. Okay, unfortunately, what I don't have are my links over here.
Oh no.
So
I can get you the thing. To see, I am also Fairy Princess Lolly.
okay. We have changed places. It's surreal, right?
Surreal. I didn't
So,
know they were going
Ion?
to be in the chat.
Very
Are you finding the
Mesopotamian.
things to send to me? I'm sorry, what was the question?
I don't know. I
You
feel
said it
very
was very
surreal right now.
surreal. Yeah.
Where'd Count Morbid go?
Even if we're just dancing in the dark.
Da, 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 da.
Oh no. Well, Morning Glory, if you share the recipe with Gunther or the article with Gunther, it's a photo. Never mind, not the link. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Let's see. It was 4,000 year old Mesopotamian recipe.
Lots of source.
What was his name? Professor what?
I don't remember.
Here we go. Found it. Okay. Okay, I found it. Yay, here we go. I was going to say, if you send them to Gunther, Gunther can actually post links in the comments of the YouTubes because he has the magic wrench. Wait, what? Wait, what? Whoa. Look at that. I can see her comment. I had no idea I could do that.
What just happened?
Look at the screen. I can highlight the things that people have said.
Mesopotamus.
That's epic. Okay, hold on here. Oh, it always puts me at the top. I mean, that's great, but there's a thing in my head. Okay, so here we go. I can actually also put, I should have done that. I can also put the link. Oops, this is not the link. This is the link.
I don't think we're going to be having Elamite broth anytime soon.
I still want to know what an Elamite is. Okay.
I told you what an Elamite is.
You didn't tell me what an Elamite was.
Yeah, they used it in toothpaste.
No, you were just saying that.
As opposed to an Ammonite or an Enamite.
Aren't those the
or
guys that
an
wear the funny
Elamite.
hats in church?
Or
Okay.
maybe a Camite.
What is happening here? This is things are.
Or you know what it could be? It could be Vegemite.
Okay,
Or
so
Vegemite Meatavin.
Bill heard about the recipes from Dr. Moody al-Rashid, who's a real expert on Mesopotamian culture. He bought the book about the Yale collection and thought it would be fun to try and cook them. This was about an hour of planning and a couple hours of cooking, said Bill, but in no way did he expect so many to take interest in his peculiar Twitter thread. Clearly, he has no idea about all of the kingdoms and the people who are involved in historical pastimes and recreation. How can he not even know that? Currently, 3.7 million people have seen this. The professor said, I want 3.7 million people to see this.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's stew of lamb. This was simple and delicious, crumbled in a couple of barley cakes. Interesting. Barley cakes made by his daughter, which made a rich, unctuous sauce. It's like he was trying to be wordy there. Crushed leek and garlic topping gave it that sounds really good. Gave it a sharp edge. Huh, that looks good. So here is the recipe. It sort of looks like a chant. Mio puhadisirum izazaz.
Stop. You're going to summon a demon. Don't know that.
Too late. They're already here.
By the way, very Princess Lolly, rare morbid apology. I happen to be sending pictures at the same time that Ion was sending story links to you in the main FAE Productions chat. So you'll have to scroll up above some of the pictures for some of the articles that he sent you from you.
I don't see what you're talking about. So,
as per your request, Ion was sending you the articles, I think.
But I don't see them.
That's because he sent them from you in the FAE Production chat.
Oh, on the
Messenger.
old book face.
Yes.
Why did you have to interrupt my article for that? I was summoning a demon.
I was not okay with it.
I generally tried it.
They're already here.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
And they live at her house.
I guess this is what it translates
Apparently.
to. Stew of lamb. Meat is used. You prepare water. You add fat. You add fine-grained salt, dried barley cakes, onion, Persian shallot, and milk. You
Which is
crush
funny 'cause
and
you
add
don't
leek
know what
and
any of that
garlic.
means.
Bill also said the instructions were astonishingly terse and perplexing. I mean, well, it's not as if they could say, put the stove on high and, put the stove on medium and simmer for 5 minutes or whatever. Reduce down to a sauce. It's not like they could say that. Let's see. Sorry, what'd you say, Gunther? You said something and I didn't hear it. I'm bad.
It's okay. I'm okay with it. I forgot anyway. It was meaningless. It was
Okay.
Gunther Babble. That's what it was.
Gunther Babble.
Mhm.
Gunther Babble. Oh, Gunther Babble.
It happens. Especially when I'm building something. I sit there and talk to myself, and you have freaking famous Dana staring and go, "What did you say? I don't know. What were you talking about?" I do it all the time. It's nothing abnormal. It's Gunther Babble.
So let's see. I didn't fry the onion and garlic that was sprinkled on top as it wasn't in the recipe. He also added the sourdough breadcrumbs and then baked it so that it was like a crumble. But perhaps I should have used a sauce as thickener. Okay, here we go. The show stealer was Tahoo, packed with flavor.
I know
Tahoo
Tahoo.
thought this looked stunning and full of flavor. Think I should have cooked it a bit longer to disintegrate more. This is the Tahoo. It looks like a salad. Oh, is that parsley on top of it? It looks like beet and lettuce or beet and parsley salad. Look at this cool book, though.
Remember when I said this is why you're not allowed to cook?
Oh, you did not tell me that this thing is why I was not allowed to cook. Let's see. So
You make a mean chicken salad though, or egg salad.
how, man, it's like, how can they even
Well, if
translate this?
it's mean, I mean, why would you? What does it bite?
It does.
Probably.
I mean,
I wouldn't call it a
if
bite
it's
so much
going-
as I'd call it a
if
nibble.
the bull
It's
is
got a bit of a
chasing you
nibble.
down the hall, I suggest, the demons are already in your house.
Well, you know what some of this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Celtic caterer who was on Handmade Home Shopping, I don't know, months ago. It was, and a bunch of his recipes are taken from really old Scottish, Celtic, Irish recipes, and Ion has tried making some of those. They've turned out really good. The instructions here. What's a carrot? Leg meat is used. You
Is that
prepare
a
water.
carrot?
You add fat. I don't know. Maybe. You sear. You fold in salt, beer, onion, arugula, cilantro, Persian shallot, cumin, and red beet. And you crush leek and garlic. You sprinkle coriander on top. You add carrot and fresh cilantro. I mean, this kind of does away with the notion that they ate very bland food back in the day.
Whoever said that?
Medieval food can kind of have been bland because salt, but this came.
Is Mesopotamia.
Yeah,
That's where the spices live.
Yeah, the spices come in the hippopotamus.
Let's see. Having said that, the recipes were surprisingly easy to cook. You probably wouldn't consider them odd if served to you. The professor said that they all had lots of leek, onions, garlic, coriander. Bill's favorite one was a lamb stew with barley cakes. Oh, we went over that already. Okay, what's this? Unwinding. Saute leek and spring onion, then baked with sourdough crumbs. Looks good, but a bit boring.
I think that's on my business card.
Whoa. Looks good, but a bit boring. Count Morbid's business cards. Got it. So this is kind of cool. I like thinking that all of these little pointy, sharp lines.
Chicken scratches.
Yeah, basically amount.
You wanted chickens. This is what it looks like.
What? No, it isn't. You knock it off. Elamite broth. Okay, I cheated and used tomato sauce rather than Is that what Elamite is? Is sheep's blood? Peculiar but delicious, thick, flavorsome soup.
Well, I mean, back when they would use every part of the animal, it is a very good source of iron and protein.
Yeah, gross. There is a serious and fascinating.
We're sanitized.
Yeah, still gross. I don't care. That's just bah. This
exactly.
is This is a serious and fascinating research area of experimental archaeology, but this wasn't that and just for fun. All the recipes from this wonderful book on the extraordinary Yale Babylonian collection. Heard about the book from this person that they tagged. Here we go. Elamite broth. Meat is not used. You prepare water. You add fat. Dill, carrot, cilantro, leek, garlic. Bound with blood.
Of
Your enemies. And corresponding of sour milk and more garlic. The original name of this dish is zuconda.
That sounds like an army that's going to invade at any point. The Zuconda army is coming.
It really does. It sounds like its own country, doesn't it? Oh, man. Okay, let's see. Yes, mountain monsters. Wine fairies have been anonymously gifting booze.
Yeah!
I sort of want to read that one because it sounds hilarious, but I also feel like I saw a really bad thing connected to that, and so
I don't
I'm
know
not.
if that's true. There's been a lot there because there's a lot of articles like that right now.
I don't know. I'm really excited though. Like I want to try weird, cool things for the Harvest Feast, right? All kinds of. I just think it's really interesting when things are brought back from basically what would you call it? Like obscurity
The
or
dead?
the dead. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a little bit, right? So it wasn't. I saw a thing recently about a plant that has been regrown from something like the Pliocene era, but I don't know when that era actually was. So, Ion, are you ready to come back to the show? Is that a thing that you can do, or are you still looking at stuff? Okay. Here we go. Not yet. There we go. I got to unmute you. Let's see. There we go.
Hey!
Oh, nope. You have to mute.
Wait.
You have to unmute yourself, I guess. It says that I can't unmute you.
You are not unmutable.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so that one over there is just having the troubles. Okay. What were we looking at next? Beer fairies are taking over New Jersey.
I told you.
Okay. Because I don't have my Count Morbid is, ooh, that's a cool one. 13 creepy unsolved mysteries that need to be turned into movies. Okay. 1 for beer fairies, 2 for unsolved mysteries that should be movies. That's it.
Unsolved mysteries.
Let's see. Do I have a substitute? I have this. Oh no, I have this. I don't know how long this one takes. This one is my backwards. Oh, this one takes a really long time because apparently it's not going. Go, go, go. Nope. Ah, why is it gotta be difficult? This one seems like a really long time though. How about this one? Can you what? There.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Yes.
Kinda.
Ooh, I like that.
1 for beer fairies, 2 for 13 creepy unsolved mysteries. 1 for beer fairies. Yes. Yes. Quick cobble. This is relevant to my interests. Beer fairies. Let us give praise to his name and glory to his
Can you
bounty
throw
by
comments
learning
again?
about.
Has anybody said anything cool?
Well, I can see the comments, yes. And
Now she
Morning Glory
can.
said that medieval food is actually very full of flavor. Maybe it was just the medieval food that I tasted and it was not full of flavor. It was like I wanted to add a pound of salt. We have 1, 2, 3 votes for 1 and 1 vote for 2. But I don't know.
Be right back.
I feel like this timer might actually be a way lot longer than the last timer. I'm just saying.
I mean, it sounds like Count Orbit's gonna be upset.
Oh, hey, Ion found my timer. I don't know. I don't know how long it is. Whatever. Okay. I'm just gonna, let's see, go with number 1, which was beer fairies. So here we go, because that's what I see the most votes for. And then maybe creepy unsolvedness. I'm going to try to do that. Here we go. Okay. On Friday, I told you of this strange package that was left on my porch. It wasn't for me. There are these Facebook groups popping up all over the state where women feeling the pandemic stress sign up for strangers to this is what I heard of. Strangers to fairy dust their homes. One of these fairies these fairies are more like booze fairies. Little gift bags with an adult beverage to take the edge off are being anonymously left at doorsteps. After my wife received hers, she decided to pay it forward. The Facebook group my wife belongs to is called Sisterhood of the Traveling Beer. She drafted her friend like a draft of beer.
No.
Yes.
Come on, that was funny. Man, she drafted her friend.
Are you,
Was it?
are you trying to bottle us in now?
Oh no.
Yeah.
And our daughter, in her mission to surprise other moms, my daughter was assigned bag design. Daughter
these
looks
sound
like
these-
she's 7.
The beer fairy sounds like they'd be related to the green fairy.
Right? The Facebook group my wife belongs to is so-called Sisterhood of the Traveling Beer. She drafted our daughter to do the thing. Meanwhile, my wife and her friend were handling their part of Operation Fairy Dust at the liquor store, I guess. I want to know how they got from Operation Fairy Dust to buy booze for people. That's what I want to know. How did that?
Legit.
I just don't see how that bridge happened.
Well,
like
I know
The
that
Green Fairy.
some delivery options, when you order your groceries, they won't buy alcohol and deliver it as well. So,
But that doesn't explain how somebody thought that fairy dust and beer went together.
Fairy dust and beer
you
do
mean
go
they
together.
don't?
They really do.
That's what I'm
See?
trying to say.
Oh,
Wow.
how cute! The little
The
fairy-sized bottles.
The beer fairy assembly line. Although those Butterfingers look really good. And the Milky Ways. Oh, that sounds so delicious. Here we go. Stay positive. Some
Didn't you
stressed
get-
out
didn't you
moms
get a
are in for a
patriotic
surprise.
cupcake?
Let the deliveries begin. Oh,
Did you
what?
hear me?
What? No? What'd you say?
Don't you have a patriotic cupcake there for you?
I moved it out of the way. I'm not supposed to eat cupcakes. My family and I went to the Wild Safari drive-through. Wait, what? Oh, I guess we're done with beer now. And we've moved on to the safari. Let's see. This post above reflects the thoughts and observations of New Jersey 101.5 talk show host Jeff Dominski. Any opinions expressed are Jeff Dominski's own. Oh, that's how she got all that publicity. She's married to a talk show host. Oh, fancy.
Are you plotting to marry a yeah.
I am a talk show host. What are you talking about?
That's true.
Like, what are we doing here right now? Okay. Fairy Houses of Del Rey. Oh, these are cool. I don't know if I want to do Fairy Houses of Del Rey or okay, I'm just leaving it up to you guys in the audience because let's see. Fairy Houses, Take Over New Jersey. Mountain Monsters Will Melt Your Brain. That's so many M's. Let's see.
I just had a super yawn that hurt my face.
Oh, great. Now I feel boring.
I've been up since 10 p.m. last night.
What?
She was doing her blogging work.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I guess so. Okay. Ooh, I see the pictures of those masks with the elf ears. Let's see. Okay. This will be our last one for the night. Wait.
Are you sure?
No.
Why not?
I have to open this one. Well, because it says the title is Museums Are Hilariously Battling to See Who Has the Best Bum in Their Collection.
So that's a good one.
I kind of want to read this one, to be honest. Okay.
That one came
the
from...
best bum battle. If you want to hear about the best bum battle, press number 1. If you want to hear about creepy unsolved mysteries, press number 2. And if you want to hear about Fairy Houses of Del Rey, press number 3. We're just going to have 3 this time. Best Bums 1. And creepy unsolved mysteries 2. And Fairy Houses number 3. What do we have? Let's see them. Yes, thank you, Ion. Starting the timer. Go. I really, I get to vote this time. I never vote. I really kind of want to hear about best bums, though. I'll be honest. Maybe I just want to look at a bunch of well sculpted marble bums.
Statuesque, even.
Yeah.
Yep, Captain America wins every time.
That's America's bum.
Are you
They have a holiday for it. It's called 4th of July.
Are you sure it's not mean to hobos?
Mean to hobos. Oh my gosh, whatever. That one took me a minute. Okay. Yes. Best bums. So we've got 1, 2, 3 votes for best bums and 1 vote for Fairy Houses of Del Rey. Is there anybody else? Where's our timer at? Oh, I see the timer.
Hallelujah,
It's
I'm a
going.
bum.
What? You got a bum bum? Is
You're a bum rock.
shake, 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 senora.
Check it all the time.
That's what I'm saying, right? Okay. I think we're gonna do bums. I think bums are the winner, by the way. So if you like bums, press the like and thumbs up button wherever you are watching
Wait,
us.
if you like bums, what do you do with your thumb?
Exactly.
If you like big bums, you cannot lie.
Oh no. Why? Why did that just happen?
You fellas can't deny.
No, not you two.
It's actually the Sealy that can't deny, because the Unsealy can kind of deny it, right? Here we go. Museums are hilariously battling to see who has the best bum in their collection.
That's fantastic.
It is fantastic. Museums across the world are competing to find which contains the best bum. I wonder if there's a place we can vote on this at the end. Okay, best bum as part of a weekly online battle between curators. Yorkshire Museum in York, England, launched the search on social media on Friday with a picture of a Roman marble statuette with what appears to be a bite-sized chunk missing from its behind.
That is one tasty bum.
Wow.
That'll hurt your teeth.
Let's see.
Now you know how I really lost my teeth.
I think they haven't been handled properly.
The tweet, you took a bite out of someone's bum?
It's been
Let's see.
pinched.
The tweet has since received hundreds of replies with bottoms from a range of items, including statues, paintings, photographs, animals, skeletons, insects, and vehicles. Uh-oh, do they have bumblebee bums? Because those are actually pretty cute. Let's see, here we go.
Bumblebees. Yes.
This cracking Roman marble statuette depicts an athlete at the peak of fitness. It may have decorated the townhouse of one of Ibaracum's wealthier residents. Has someone taken a bite out of this peach? Here we go. Okay, more bums.
It's showing the same bum.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
There's no bum.
You can track Henry VIII's burgeoning bottom through. Wow, look at this! Look at how much that armor
Full
changed.
metal
though,
bum.
over to- What?
Ooh.
Wait, what? This one allows you to do a thing? Oh no. Okay. Let's see.
32-inch waist.
The Tudor tubester went from a modest 32-inch waist in 1520 to a whopping 41-inch booty in 1540. A 60% increase in trunk junk.
So is this actually showing the evolution of a bum?
Yes.
A little
Alright.
bit.
A bumolution?
Bumolution.
I like this. Same derriere, different decade. Okay,
No.
here we go. How about these bums of sumo wrestlers in our collections? These bums were painted by Hokusai.
So it's
What is happening in this picture? Well, that's what's happening in this picture right here.
Sumo wrestling with the bum.
No, I mean, I feel like they're pulling that tight in the way that you would tighten a corset, except for that thing is.
It shoots the G-string up the bum hole.
That seems like it
Wow.
would be a pain in the ass.
Oh,
Oh.
no, fired. That was
in
bad. I
between.
mean, it's kind of good, but bad. Count morbid. Okay.
That's our acronym, just Peter.
I feel like that's the one time I can get away with that comment. This context.
I feel like our ratings just shot through the roof for fairy controversy.
Imagine getting this in the mail. So this is from Cape Fear Museum. Hello from Surf City, North Carolina. I mean, funny, but not the best. Okay, let's see. Whoa. Ooh, that's cool. And we give you this juicy, muscly peach bum with a nice, we give you this muscly bum, yes, with a nice close-up for your delectation. Delectation? Delectation? Let's see.
Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia. And the hippopotamus.
Oh,
So
those are
this,
some hippopotamuses.
I actually find this one really cool. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've seen that bodies exhibit at some point, and that was pretty cool. Okay, let's see. What?
Oh, yeah, that thing.
We raise your athlete and instead give you the bum of a drunken fish. Yes, you heard me. Made by Pamela Mei Yi Lung, it is part of a body of work which married animals and
Body.
humans together. Humans together to create mythological creatures with personalities. And this is what came to mind: a drunken fish with a bum.
This is the original Aquaman.
That fish looks so uncomfortable.
When they, hey,
we
when
call
they
that- we
say
call
you're
that
as
a
drunk
reverse
as
mermaid.
you're drinking like a fish.
The
His name's
reverse
Gil.
mermaid. Is that really what you just said, Count Morbid?
This is a reverse mermaid.
It's Aquaman's.
As opposed to cowgirls.
I
Yes,
guess it's
I think
not a
that's what
fish
he meant.
taco exactly.
Whoa.
Now the top half is fish.
Yep. And while everybody is now, yes. Let's see. We'll have a crack at this bum thing. Let's see. Pert and perfectly formed at 4,000 years old, introducing the Dogen Ham idol from for the best museum bum.
Dang, that's a booty.
It looks like a cartoon. What is this weird thing though? Like, look at how it's got these weird lines in it, as if it's
Correct.
What do you
I mean,
call those? What do you call those swords that are made out of kendo? Is
Kendo
that?
stick.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, huh? Isn't that weird?
Oh my God, Becky.
Yay! Look, you were making the literal bubble butt, Count Morbid, and posting about that. He actually made an accidental butt out of suds bubbles. I was trying to say a lot of words there at once. Here we go. Okay.
Well, okay then.
For today's curator battle,
Smooth.
we present Hercules knocking it out of the park. A work by,
Hercules.
by the goldsmith Francesco Pomerano. This boxwood statue, boxwood, that means it's really, really thick and will sink in water because boxwood is that dense. Anyway, statuette.
It does look very thick. Yeah. It's definitely thick.
Hercules.
Very thick.
Oh no. Okay. Like again, that butt just doesn't look real to me, man.
Get
It's
out more.
made of wood.
And it's godly.
This is artillery butt. Right here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The Cowdray engraving shows the sinking of the Mary Rose during the Battle of the Solent. Turns out it also shows a lot of Tudor bums. Our top pick is this Sassy Gentleman by South Sea Castle. He knows he's rocking his breeches.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that booty popping.
Look at his calves, man.
Becky.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
They looked a lot like tights in that style of
Tight.
clothing.
Tights. Let's see. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? This Valentine's Day card was sold at Fenwick's department store in York in 1987. Although printed with "I love you" inside, this copy was never sent. I would have kept it for myself too.
What?
But
That's a
Who
very
sent-
small towel.
and I'm just saying, who sent it? Because this changes it a lot. Inside of this card is printed the words "I love you," and it was meant to be sent to somebody, but didn't actually get sent. Now, is this a guy that bought this tan line? I mean, look at that tan line right there. That bought this tan line picture of a bum to give to his girlfriend, like "I love you," or is this a girl that bought it to give to her
Okay, so
boyfriend?
put it in perspective.
Or
This is
maybe
England
a sister.
doing this
Or
too.
a guy for his boyfriend?
Well,
Yes.
in the night, I mean, it could be, but in the 1980s, I guess I sort of think they were a little less,
Oh, are you
diverse.
kidding?
No, no.
No,
They
no.
did in fact
Chippendales.
have homosexuals in the 80s.
I'm not saying they did. Okay, I'm just
Maybe
gonna stop. You guys are just
I
gonna
love
pick
you
on me,
so
so
much that I
sure.
show you my bump.
Oh, are you kidding? They sold things like this at Spencer's.
Oh, gotta love the 80s.
Uh-oh. It may be a little hot in here.
Blanche had to make an appearance.
That's a good way to end it. I'm just saying. Oh man. Okay, so that actually makes it 9:26, you guys. So wow, that last bit passed so fast. The bums were hilarious. That was a good one. We need more things like that.
We need more
That
bumps.
was
Yes.
from my
Woody
week.
Bum Bum?
Okay.
Hmm.
So does anybody have anything to say before we sign off for the evening?
For crying out loud, keep your bumps covered or you might end up in a museum.
I mean, that's kind of a compliment if you think about it.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to think about it too hard
It's,
though.
it's a path to immortality.
It's about the immortality. Do you really want your sphincter to be the path to immortality?
Well,
You
we didn't
know,
really
do now.
exactly look at the sphincter.
if they frame it,
If they
it could
frame
be anything.
if they're like Vogue, right there, yes, right there.
You want
Maybe it's a
Suddenly your
Kit
butt
Kat's
becomes
backside,
pink flower.
not a person's backside.
Oh man. Okay, so I forgot to say earlier too. Actually, this Saturday is our next hedge gathering. So if you would like to come join us online, that is what we will be doing Saturday evening. 5 o'clock is when Gunther arrives to help you develop your enchanted persona, and then at 6 o'clock is announcements, and 7 o'clock is when we begin. Also, if you do decide that you want to hop on over to the Etsy and support Dreamhaven, one of the things that you get with whatever level of support, even though you can get it for free, you can go there and get it and support us at the same time, which is epic and we would love it. You can get your downloadable persona sheet. So, ooh, I know.
And once you go to the hedge, all you got to do is go there at me, and I will pop on and talk to you.
Yes, if you don't see him there, he will pop on. Yes, okay.
I will. I got a message that tells me, "Hey, get over here. We need to talk." So yeah.
So I guess that Count Morbid is just somehow died on us there. Oh, there you are.
he's there.
Okay. So yes, so that's where we are at. Today is Wednesday. We have a very awesome author that will be here on Friday for Author Reads. You know, we can see your screen and everything you're looking at in the reflection of your glasses. Yes. So come back at 2 p.m. Pacific on Friday for Author Reads. And then, of course, Saturday is our hedge gathering. And Sunday, we will be back again for our handmade home shopping. And hopefully we'll have some news for you soon on whether or not we get to move forward with what we were looking at for Dreamhaven. So you can find all of our links and everything in the low bar, and also the links to our vendor who was Cedar Wardrobe tonight. Please remember, the magic word was Cedar.
Cedar.
Yes. So when we log off here, when we go and put the magic word Cedar into the comments on the YouTubes, not on the Facebooks, not on Twitch, but on YouTube. That is where the comments count. And also, if you are a member of our Patreon, you get an extra vote. So good night, everybody. Say good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, and we
Au
will
revoir.
see you
Manana.
hopefully on Friday. Bye.
Go away. Just go home. Go away.
I'm pushing the big red button. Pushing it.
Buttons.